transformation executed by unprecedented precision, a diabolical athlete.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. Wait a minute. God, Hardcore Evolution, going at it. The tag team champions with the masked goons backstage. We thought these attacks were over after they lost at New Year's Smash. I mean, one of them lost against Dragon Lee, but no, this is far from over. Taking out God, part of Testimony X. I don't know what this has to do with them losing the television title match. But they are getting mauled right now, we can see. Curly on top of those boxes. A reversal by Tama Tonga. And Tonga Loa taking out one of the other ones. Maybe God fighting back. Couple of elbows by Tonga Loa. Big suplex. And not sure why they are attacking the tag team champions. They might just be pissed off that they lost their match at New Year's Smash against Dragon Lee, that they couldn't capture the gold that they were seeking for. Looks like Tama Tonga using the elevator maybe to meet that masked man. And yes, he is up at the second level. Now we have a camera on Tama Tonga taking out one of the masked men. Looks like the man with the medal. Throwing him into that grate, the steel as a guardrail. Oh no. What's he thinking here? A reversal chop block. Oh, big uppercut by Tama Tonga. But again, reversal after reversal. Nobody's seeming to be able to stop these guys. Throwing them into the steel. Reversal, and there goes the steel. Look out below. Tama Tonga trying to just choke the life out of the masked man, making it even harder for him to breathe. Another suplex, this time on the grating. the steel floor. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, powerbomb predicament. Don't do it, no! Oh my God! Through the electrical firework system goes Tama Tonga. Ladies and gentlemen, we need help quick. God is in a bloody mess right now. Ladies and gentlemen, medical attention was brought to Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa after that attack. And after that vicious drop by one of the masked men to Tama Tonga. Ladies and gentlemen, brand new women's champion Jazz. Thanking the fans for giving her one last push here in ECW, winning the gold that she could never do back in the old ECW days. Another big congratulations to Unstoppable Women's Champion Jazz as she enters 2026. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our first official contest of the night. It is the television champion, Dragon Lee, after a successful title defense.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the LWO from Tala, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds, the ECW World Television Champion, Dragon Lee!
Dragon Lee, after successfully defending the television championship against the Shield of Hardcore Evolution, will now take on the former television champion in an eliminator matchup. It is Oba Femi trying to get his championship back and become the ruler of Unstoppable once again. Of course, these two team to try and take out Hardcore Evolution. Of course, as we saw earlier, they have not fully taken them out. But maybe it's time to get back to business for Oba Femi. No longer tag team partners, but now enemies for one goal and one goal only.
And his opponent, representing the Madness from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 273 pounds, Oba
Of course, a notable thing at New Year's Smash, Oba Femi was not ringside with Dragon Lee, did not help out Dragon Lee in successfully defending his title, but I guess he didn't need the help after all, even though it was a 3-on-1 advantage for Hardcore Evolution. Maybe Oba Femi was strategizing, making sure that Dragon Lee was weak for this matchup because he knew his time was coming to where he could earn himself back the television title. Or maybe he just knew Dragon Lee had what it took to defeat one of the members of Hardcore Evolution. We'll have to see as time tells, but here we go, Eliminator. If Oba Femi wins, he gets a championship shot at Cold Hearted. Big forearm by Oba Femi, the ruler, right out the gate. Big shoulder tackle by Femi, and Femi is fired up right back where he belongs. Yeah, a little bit of a tie-up here between champion and challenger. And it's Oba Femi getting the first strike of this technical prowess. Wrenching on the arm is Femi. Oh, Dragon Lee gonna have to use his quickness here to try and get out of this with the strength of Obafemi now. Picking her up, side headlock. Wrenching on the neck and the head of Dragon Lee, trying to pop off his head like an action figure. Lee finally able to throw him off and straight into it. Right to the midsection, takes out Obafemi on the outside. Again, that quickness by Lee. Oh, face first right into the knee of Lee, who he likes to use a part of his offense. Lee up top, drop kick. Missile drop kick down below. Referee able to restart his count. Of course, disqualifications and countouts here in this eliminator matchup. So Obafemi's got to be careful of Frankensteiner on the outside. My God. Wondering what the over-under is on me saying, my God, here tonight. We're already at 2. Count of 6, Dragon Lee. Doesn't quite have to get back into the ring, but he does. And now fighting back against Oba. Big forearm Hurricane Rana. A quick pinfall, referee a little distracted. Finally going for the cover. And not even a 1 count there. Referee got to do a little better job there. And nonetheless, Dragon Lee not complaining. This time going to go for another cover. Referee right there. And a 1. Oh, look at this. Lee with a nice Hurricane Rana. Oh, ripcord knee, V-trigger. And the referee calls for the rope break. Obafemi might have just got saved right there. And a big clothesline sending Obafemi again outside the ring. Round of 1 lead now. Circling around Obafemi, wondering what he could use outside the ring to take advantage here. Going back inside the ring, Obafemi up top, Dragon Lee up top, crowns him, now takes off the knee pad, but Obafemi dodging. Both men know each other so well, super kick didn't quite get on with it. The strength of Obafemi, the resilience, and now Oba taking over. Oba reversing again. Dragon Lee fired up. Might be looking for the end. Oh, bumps the referee. Dragon using those kicks. And now Lee celebrating for the final cut. Is that enough? Dragon's curse takes out Obafemi. And looks like Oba might not be getting his title shot. Wait a minute. Not another one, no. One of the masked men of Hardcore Evolution taking out Dragon Lee. Oh, and ambushing him with his own championship. And that's the Shield. The Shield is here after losing a New Year's Smash. Rubbing it into Dragon Lee's face here on Unstoppable. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. It's Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, a former owner of ECW. He made Extreme relevant, put it on the map, and he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, at Cold Hearted, we will see a Legends Championship come to life featuring Paul Heyman. It'll be a 4-on-4. The winning team will go on to face each other in a fatal 4-way for the Legends Championship at Cold Hearted. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is our main event of the evening. And one of the biggest showcases of the December to Dismember Elimination Chamber is this man.
Making his way to the ring from Indiana, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Destroyer, Adrian!
He pretty much called his fate last week on Unstoppable by saying he deserves a world championship match one-on-one with the badass dog Braun Breaker. Tonight, the main event, an opportunity to claim that main event championship match at Cold Hearted if he can win here tonight against someone who was a part of the Elimination Chamber match as well, in the phenomenal AJ Styles. A phenomenal veteran who's been trying to keep up with the good guys, the young guys, is AJ Styles.
And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles!
Of course, has never held the ECW World Championship, would love to do it by the time he retires, whenever that will be. But AJ Styles, of course, trying to prove that he also belongs with the young guys still, after competing with Captain Carter, defeated him last week, and looking to do the same with Adrian the Destroyer, two members that were part of the Next Gen World Cup earlier on this summer. Another huge victory for AJ Styles tonight if he can defeat Destroyer in the main event. So here we go, Adrian the Destroyer taking on the phenomenal AJ Styles in our main event tonight. Huge championship implications for whoever may win. Adrian, of course, still representing that Testimony X logo, the Devil logo, despite some beef between him and Xavier the Savior on social media. We've seen it. Getting a little chippy. It started before this, but during Xavier the Savior Superstar of the Year, as AJ Styles starting to take out Captain Carter with a big neck breaker, Adrian with a neck breaker. But Xavier the Savior's acceptance speech, he name dropped Adrian, saying that no matter if he was the champion, he'd still take him out to win the gold himself, something he has never done as well here in ECW. DDT by the Destroyer. A kick right to the midsection. Adrian fired up, who's been again on a roll as of late, despite not winning the Elimination Chamber. He looked damn good, eliminating over half the competitors for Braun Breaker to finally win the match. Going to the outside, no sledgehammer in hand. AJ able to catch him off guard. Attacks the knee and now the arm. Oh, and an armbar by AJ, something you don't see quite often from the Phenomenal One. Breaking it up, the Destroyer now. Big Hurricane Rana connects. Referee at a count of 4 now. As Adrian throws AJ right into the announcer's table, a big snap suplex. Oh, beautiful reversal. Selena del Sol by Adrian. Very impressive. So both men got to get back into the ring here. Trying to throw AJ back in. Count of 7. Count of 8. Adrian might call for the count out. AJ coming back in. Adrian showboating too much. Turn around, Adrian. Adrian dodges. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Another one. Pele kick by AJ. AJ didn't quite see it. Now he does. It's the man with the medal on his chest. DDT. AJ saying, what the hell is going on here? These guys have been out here all freaking night. Taking over Unstoppable, and AJ just taking a seat back. Maybe he hired him, I don't know. But Adrian dazed now. AJ throws him off the ropes. Arm drag. Cover by Styles. And Adrian kicks out at 2. AJ now off the ropes. Beautiful reverse DDT. Styles bringing out all the tricks. Now looking for a weapon. Grabs a baseball bat. And taking out the Destroyer. Reverses big forearm by Styles. Adrian trying to get away from Styles. Kick right to the knee. Springboard. Wheelbarrow Bulldog. Again, very impressed by the high-flying Adrian. Nice combo by the Destroyer. Needs to keep going, though. Adrian, Selena, no. Slam by Styles. Styles with a cover. And AJ puts away. Adrian just had too much to handle here in the main event.
Here is your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
And that's 2 in a row for Styles with a little bit of help. Does that mean that Adrian cannot compete with Braun Breaker at Cold Hearted after losing here tonight? We'll have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that little bell, and as always, have a good night.